want me gone with the hook in me. Asking why is he here like I shouldn't be. I've been on grind since I told 10,000 hours the motto. They see the bag is coming out, they flocking to me like I won the lotto. Dancing with the devil, there's no recital. I'm killing competition, ain't no revival. I shoot it to kill it, I'm aiming for vitals. I'm showing no mercy when facing my rivals. Snakes in the grass, they getting exposed. I know they be lurking, I'm watching them close. Acting like friends, but really they foes. Saw they be scheming and said adios. Yeah, I gotta get it. By any means. I gotta get it. I gotta get it, the mindset. Ay, back with a vengeance, back on the grinds, back to the business. Ay, God is my witness, they watching my moves like shows they binging. Ay, best keep distance, all of my haters send best of wishes. I get to the bag with the quickness, no I don't need no assistance, no. Yeah, no playing it safe, I said let's get it, you say not today. What can I say, if you ain't gon' go for it, get out the way. Yeah, got no time to waste, can't be with me if you not at my pace. You not at my level, you not in my race. One foot on the gas, I'm pushing the brakes. Dancing with the devil, there's no recital. I'm killing competition, ain't no revival. I shoot it to kill it, I'm aiming for vitals. I'm showing no mercy when facing my rivals. Snakes in the grass, they getting exposed. I know they be lurking, I'm watching them close. Acting like friends, but really they foes. Saw they be scheming and said adios. Yeah, I gotta get it. By any means. I gotta get it, the mindset. I gotta get it, the mindset. I gotta get it, the mindset. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Back again, same scenario. Win, 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 win. Yeah, we on a roll. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. We like 10 and 0. I should probably tell them something that they didn't know. Back then, we was down with nowhere to go. Might have been down, but we didn't fall. Now we running it like some intervals. Ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up like, wait, who? Us now. What you gon' do when we pull up on you like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when I come through you. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up like, wait, who? Us now. What you gon' do when we pull up on you like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through you. Ooh, shut down. Shut down. Ooh, give me that crown. I need that now, right now. Ooh, don't make a sound. It's my time. You hear the crowd. Yeah, we need that rain. Me and my team. Deja vu. This here a dream. We done all seen 100 times over back when we was just teens. Now we going dumb. Told them we the one. They would count us out. Now we counting up the funds. Now without a doubt, now we throwing other ones. Like they was always rapping. Now believe them if you want. Now they show love. Came with it done. It is what it is. Isn't what it was. They all love to hate when it don't work out. Tell you that they always been down when it does. Look. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up like, wait, who? Us now. What you gon' do when we pull up on you like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through you. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up like, wait, who? Now, what you gon' do when we pull up on you like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through you. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Ooh. Game time. We on a conquest. Came a long way. Look at the progress. I see no competition. It ain't no contest. You ain't in discussion, not even a prospect. Yeah, you better go and get to meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Might as well call the league up. Tell them put the trophy on reservation. Been going up, that's elevation. No holding back, no preservation. Treat off season like postseason. No days off, this dedication.
Game time, don't expect us to play nice. We got plans to take every record home.
game time. Get out the way, we coming through. Check the hang time. Been on top, ain't nothing new. A lot of talk, whole lot of noise, but ain't cutting through. Word on roll, you got a couple L's, you'll have another soon, don't sweat. Whole lot of sacrifice, no regrets. Whole lot of dubs, but ain't done yet. Say you the one, but ain't one yet. Running the game, ain't take one step. Hold up. Yeah, all emotions aside. There's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. How you gon' play when the game on the line?
Game time, don't expect us to play nice. We got plans to take every record home. One thing you should know is how to.
Yeah, you better go and start meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Look. There's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. How you gon' play when the game on the line? Came for the dirt, but it ain't no shame. Had to put the work in, grind day by day. All the blood, sweat, tears, no pain, no gain. I was ready for the moment and it came my way. Where the spotlight shine, where they say my name. It's the life I chose, the price I paid. A lot of sacrifices, every day I prayed. Hope it all pays off in the end. I'll play, I wanna win. Seen a lot of things, ain't been the same since. Worked too hard for this, yeah, I'm convinced. Been on the brink, yeah, been on the fence. Now I'm this close to the win. When the chance came, now I didn't turn back. Loyal to the city, put the team on the map. Up to the floor, start running up stats. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, you better go and start meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Look. Yeah, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. How you gon' play when the game on the line?
I gotta get it, I'm on the mission, snap any minute, casually winning. Stop tripping on me, stop dissing on me. Yeah, I got a dream, can't take it from me. My fire's burning, I'm always learning. Tell me where to go, man, I'm on a journey. Yeah, I can't explain it, I get excited. Keep it 300, King Leonidas. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. I don't got the time, put me in, coach. I've been going hard, time to let it show. Everything raw, give it to me now. Let me have the spot, man, it's going down. Gotta get it here, I don't wanna wait. Take what I want, then I go train. Gotta get a win, I won't lose the game. This is my year, I ain't gonna break. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side.
On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal.
Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here.
On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal.
Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here.
Every block, we cannot ever be stopped. Put that on everything. You gon' remember the name, remember the day. Look at the gameplay, made it mine as a name change. Ain't a game that I can't save, only win-win, that's a landscape. I cannot be stopped, I'm like a savage. Shooting for your spot, I gotta have it. Hey, glory in my veins, I'm like an addict. See me Hall of Fame, I'm not your average. I'm on your neck, hey, give me respect. Hey, hey, I'm on your neck, give me respect. Hey, hey, I'm on your neck, hey, give me respect. Hey, hey, I'm on your neck, give me respect. Hey, hey, hey.
I was last in my past, now you see I'm the one. They say work, never work, if you work and it's fun. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up. We can do. I was last in my past, now you see I'm the one. They say work, never work, if you work and it's fun. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up. We on a winning team, on top where you find us. We can do anything, non-stop till our time's up.
It's Tuesday night gaming, baby.
It is Tuesday night, and you already know what that means. It's time for NFL's Tuesday Night Gaming. We are in the We Play studio here in LA, bringing you all the action live. It is the only place where you can see your favorite NFL players, play with some legends in the gaming scene, some of your favorite content creators from all over the internet. Grab them all, mash them up on some onto some great teams representing a whole bunch of different organizations in the gaming world, and then we see who will get the most points and make it all the way to the finals. My name is Rich. I'm going to be your host, and let's actually talk about what we're going to see tonight. Now, a lot of you have been watching throughout all of the weeks. This is about the 4th week that we've been here. We've already tallied up a bunch of points, but there are some new twists that are going to be heading your way this week. Let's actually take a look at how the format is going to shape up. So in the previous weeks, we got to watch a lot of Fortnite. We got to watch a lot of Rocket League as well. We're going to be adding something new this week. It's going to be the same 6 teams that you know and love. It's going to be made up of the NFL players, made up of your favorite content creators, and we're going to be grabbing points for the playoffs and figuring out which team we're actually going to see there. But let's talk about the games, because that is the dash of spice that we will see tonight for the first time here at the NFL Tuesday Night Gaming. It's going to be a best-of-3 series of Fall Guys. Now, I am particularly excited for this one. Rocket League has always been the game that's really thrown us for a curveball. You never know who's actually has practice with Rocket League, who's not going to have practice. But when we get to Fall Guys, it's just going to be nutty. I've seen a few of these creator-type clashes. When you get to Fall Guys, very quickly you will get to see some people tilt. You'll get to see some people play out of their minds. So I'm very much looking forward to that. It's the first time that we've actually gotten to change up the games, and if you guys like it, we might get to see it a lot more in the future weeks. But the weeks that we're really starting to think about now, it's going to be the playoffs. So as you can see, we are going to be giving points for every single one of the wins, and that will get you that shot at actually going to the playoffs for all these different teams. Now, the faces that represent these orgs, it's going to change up every single week, but the points, they are going to remain. So we'll be checking in throughout the night, telling you which teams have made it to the front. But right now, it is going to be the Reign that is slightly pulled ahead. We definitely have a big cluster of teams, still with 2 points, still with 1 point. Complexity, though, has not been able to grab a point yet. Now, OTK, my org, we got 2 points, not too bad. We're tied with XSET, who's brought out a lot of competitors tonight. But keep in mind, OTK is going to be one of the orgs that's not here tonight. They're not going to be able to have that chance to grab some points. XSET, on the other hand, is going to have a lineup. That means they should be able to maybe jump over OTK in this week. Also, we still have those show matches as well. We didn't bring that up. We have show matches with Madden, so there's a whole bunch of games for you to enjoy. Now we can actually talk about what exactly we're going to see tonight. We talk about what we see every single week. We have that new edition of Fall Guys, which I'm looking forward to. But one of my favorite things is obviously getting to throw all of our favorite players together with the NFL players and actually seeing how they interact. So we're going to be able to watch that as well, but we need to look at some of the greatest plays that we've had throughout all of the week. So let's look at last week and let's see our Hulu play of the game. I really love getting to see these Hulu play of the games, and this one's going to be from Rocket League, and we're going to instantly see that goal coming through, and that might be a portent of what we're going to get to see tonight. We got more Rocket League coming up. There's Tectone from OTK, quite a gamer, a known gamer, some would say, and coming together with his squad, actually figuring out how to play Rocket League as a unit. Rocket League very much going to be one of the games that we watch where it is all about the team coming together. Somebody needs to take that role of in-game leader and start setting up the plays. It's all about how the teams gel together. And some of those moments when the teams really click, you might not get to see as easily at home, and that's one of the reasons that we've made sure to try to capture some of those backstage moments so we can share them with all of you at home. Let's take a look at some of the backstage moments from the previous weeks. This is our beautiful We Play Arena. So there are a bunch of folks that you might not actually get to meet readily. So the people behind the scenes who make this show possible. So many great folks here in Los Angeles making all the magic happen behind the scenes. Also, there are some people who have the job of making us look good. They've been working overtime, especially for me. But Erin, always a pleasure to be working with Erin Ashley Simon. She is out for the week. I'm excited to see her for next week. But also, let's look at her team. So the Reign and Incognito went head-to-head last week. And I have to say, these were some of my favorite Madden games. You had a lot of content creators who had experience with Madden. So that show match, we saw a lot of prowess. We saw that in the previous weeks with S-Fan as well. And it's slowly overtaken Rocket League for me and becoming my favorite part of every single one of these streams. I just cannot wait to see who's going to come out on top in Madden. Even though it's not for points, it is that moment where a lot of the times you get to see something you just never expected. You get to see a content creator and a football player really understanding the game in a different way, seeing those different ideas. I love it, and that's one of the reasons I love NFL Tuesday Night Gaming so much. But you can see the Reign, not only did they get to love Tuesday Night Gaming, but they also got to come out on top with those 2 points before the show match started. Then it was LG versus OTK. I gave a lot of gas over to Huskers, and he definitely did prove why. He was able to take down that shooter with no problem. He was going up against Tectone. Tectone did look great when it came to Rocket League. But then in the final series of the night, once again, we saw some dominance. I believe this one was another 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. So we had one tie in the middle, and yeah, XSET managing to come out on top with that 2-0 against Complexity. And this entire team, I mean, they were out for blood. In the interview at the end of this series, they straight up said, give me the best team that you can possibly make. I would love to go head-to-head against them on stage. And we'll have to see if that actually does pop up sometime soon. Maybe we'll be able to see that team compete yet again, because they looked really strong, and it's definitely something you would want to watch. But another thing that you would definitely want to watch, it's all the way across the world. The NFL is returning to London. Football is back on the world stage, live from the Hotspur Stadium on all NFL networks. You can actually check this out. Giants, Packers, everything. You got to wake up early for it. You can watch with the world. It's Sunday Morning Football live from London. It's going to be Sunday, October 9th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network, and it's going to be streaming on NFL Plus. So make sure that you don't miss that. And make sure that you don't miss a single NFL Tuesday Night Gaming as well. Make sure that you actually do follow the stream. But we've been talking a lot about the matchups that we're going to see. We've been talking about the format. Let's get our first look at who's going to be playing against each other tonight. Our first look at the match card. Let's take a look at series number 1. We got Swagg going to be here. He's going to be playing for Team Reign, and he's going to be paired up with 2 incredible players, and they are going to be going up against Complexity. Repullze going to be here in the house with Greg Rousseau and Emmanuel Ogbah. And these 2 teams, keep in mind, Complexity really does need the points. This is one of the orgs that does not have any points. If they want to get all of the way to the playoffs, they're going to need to change that now. And we have one more series for you tonight after that one, and it's going to be LG versus XSET. LG going to be made up of Cam, Dantzler, Pierre, Garcon, and hambinooo. Then they're going to be playing up against XSET. We got SuperEvan, who's going to be our streamer for that squad, and he's going to be paired up with Trevon, Diggs, and Demarcus Lawrence. So that's going to be the second series of the night. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive on that first series, because the players are getting ready right now, as you can already see by that schedule and the timings. It is quickly approaching. And I think the main story to look out for with this one, really the important thing to be looking for, is can Complexity grab their first points as a team? The playoffs are a little bit off, and as you can see, there is definitely still that clump in the middle of teams with maybe 2 or 3 points, only one team being able to amass 4 so far. But having 0 at this point, it's going to be tough. Picking up one series, though, can very quickly move you back into the clump. So I'm going to be looking for that for Complexity. And also the other thing that we're going to need to be paying attention to is Fall Guys. We have no idea what's going to happen with this. First time that we're playing this game here in our We Play arena. Who knows? I mean, everybody could come out and just be godlike at Fall Guys. I mean, there was definitely a moment in time where it was a game that kind of unified all of the gaming sphere. Out of nowhere, Timmy Tender's trying to grab his crown. Everybody from every single game, whether it was Madden, World of Warcraft, everybody was putting down the sticks on the games that they usually made as content creators, and they were trying Fall Guys. So I think there's a good chance that a lot of people are going to have experience with it, but some of the new maps, they actually make my brain melt. They added gravity, they added all these different mechanics. So if you're an old school, it feels weird to say, but an old school Fall Guys player, you might not be as experienced with some of these different game modes. It might throw people for a loop. We saw the same thing happen with Fortnite, with the addition of different things like titanium. I don't even know what's going on. You look like a Terminator running around going absolutely AWOL. We'll have to see if these new mechanics do throw people for a loop. I'm really excited for Fortnite, though. No Fortnite Night actually going to be here tonight, just Fall Guys rather. So getting to see that game mode in the first series is going to be a big ray of light as to what we can expect. Maybe the NFL players too, maybe this is going to be a game mode that they really do shine in. I feel like being a popular game for such a long time, it has a really good shot at that. It also does change up the team dynamics a lot. Before, one of the first things I would look at when we would actually see the teams for the week, obviously a mashup of your favorite NFL players and your favorite content creators, you would look for which content creator played a lot of shooters, because they're going to have a straight shot regardless of which title it is. And you get into a situation where you go, okay, maybe because they have such a good shooter, they're going to be able to guarantee their point. He just has to come out. It happened with Huskers last week. You knew with Huskers that there was a very real shot that he was just going to be able to take over one of the points. He did that. That was able to stem the bleeding from what happened in Rocket League against OTK. You don't really have that as much this time around. It's going to be much more focused on those party games, and the real skill check is going to be in Rocket League. That's going to be the team-based gameplay where they really need to come together. When you are playing in Fall Guys, it's going to be every man for himself, trying to grab those points for your squad, but you're going to need to actually get the points by yourself. You can't rely on your team to kind of tell you the right things to do. It's a very different dynamic. I'm excited for it, and keep in mind, we're also going to have that showcase match of Madden. All of that and more coming up very soon. We're going to jump up to our casters and get set up for the first series.
I'm giving you all I got, so sit back, enjoy and watch. I'm a rebel with purpose. Yeah, I said it on purpose. Turn me up if you heard this. I said turn me up if you heard this. Get 'em up! I'm willing to do what they wanna do. I'm willing to say what they wanna say. But what about you? I said what about you? Whatever it takes. I'm willing to do what they wanna do. I'm willing to say what they wanna say. But what about you? I said what about you? Whatever it takes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another week of NFL's Tuesday Night Gaming. I'm Avalie, and usually I'm joined by Guy Blaze, but instead we have, she's the moment. She is the woman. She is the fantastic Naomi Kyle. You're joining us for the first time. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, what an intro, first of all. You were like, I'll just intro you as Naomi Kyle, right? And then here you are, just like hyping me up. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Obviously, you guys have been at this for a couple weeks now.
Couple weeks, yeah.
Few weeks, and it's been pretty intense from what I hear, and I'm just really excited to see that we have a new game, get to see who my favorite players are, and just how everything's gonna turn out.
Yeah, I wonder if that was semi-planned for Blaze to just disappear when Fall Guys came out, because Rich was saying like, oh, the skill check is gonna be Rocket League. He clearly has not played Fall Guys competitively.
Does not know.
Doesn't even know. Doesn't understand.
No.
He's been playing way too much WoW and not
He's been playing WoW on his phone. We've seen you, Rich. We've seen you.
No, we absolutely know. Have you played a ton of Fall Guys before?
I want to say I'm like Rich in the sense that I am OG Fall Guys. When it first came out, I was at it nonstop, and then I kind of fell off the scene. So I'm with him on that. Like, there's going to be new maps that I've recently hopped in not too long ago, and those maps are mind-bogglingly strange and really hard to navigate. So I'm just, yeah, I'm wondering if anyone had time to prep before this, because they're going to have quite the learning curve on that.
It's actually insane how intricate some of these maps have gotten, because if we think of, you know, boomer Fall Guys era, you're thinking of just work on the seesaws, trying to get through kind of like the whirly bits, or what was it, just like scaling a wall or fake doors. And now there's gravity, there's pinball machines, like pinball machines, paddles.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Sonic levels.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's wild. They've completely revamped everything, and it's all going to be new to, I think, a lot of the players, and so we're going to get to see like who comes up on top. I'm just excited to see more Fall Guys, because I love that game, and I'm just excited to see how they go at it.
I know. I want to see what skins people use for their little jelly.
Oh yeah.
because sometimes they can just use kind of like the general cosmetics, or sometimes they use like the special ones. Like we were talking about the Fortnite. They've got Rick and Morty. They've got Naruto. They've
so
got
many editions.
Naruto.
I know. That's like Avali's dream right there.
Let me just
Maybe you're gonna have to have, yeah, go behind stage and play for a little bit just to have your moment with that. But that's so cool. Yeah, all the, you know, I usually just sport the basic model. I'm just like, so yeah. But I also haven't played in a bit, so I haven't gone and unlocked all the new skins.
Yeah, there's so many different skins.
A lot of stuff.
It's not just Fall Guys, but it is also, we have Rocket League coming up.
Oh yeah.
So Rocket League is going to be our first game of the day. We're going to have like a couple different changes to that. Before we were playing a lot of best of 3 series, but now Rocket League is going to be a best of 5.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a little bit more Rocket League action as well as Fall Guys, and that's going to be kind of like a best of 3. We're doing it in a new type of way where it's going to be a private lobby, so you know you can't have the stream snipers. So all of you in chat right now, you can't jump in and ruin the jelly bean fun that we have.
Not gonna happen. And also hexathon mode.
Hexathon mode, yes.
No idea what that is, but I'm excited to see it.
It's basically, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna break the movie magic, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for your immersion to be absolutely shattered?
I'm ready. I'm right here to see it.
So we have our 6 players, right? 3 on each team. They're gonna join into a game, and we're gonna have our 2 little observer jelly beans, and they're just gonna jump off.
Great, okay.
They're just gonna jump off immediately. They're gonna like int essentially, and then we'll be able to kind of like jump into that kind of like spectator mode for the remaining 2 scenes. But actually, we've been doing some talking on the desk right now, but we were actually able to speak with Complexity's Repullze earlier today. So let's listen to what they had to say.
Hey guys, my name is Hector, aka Repos, and today I'm going against Swagg. Let me tell you right now, I'm staying at his house for the week, right? And sure enough, we're going against each other right now. And I was talking to him, and I said, hey, you really think you're gonna beat me? And he goes, no shot. My man he's never played Rocket League. I mean, to be fair, neither have I, so it's cool. But I've seen him play Fall Guys, and he's never won a game of Fall Guys. He's absolutely horrendous. So I know for a fact I'm gonna take this home. I promise y'all.
Welcome back. We are here.
He was calling him horrendous?
Oh, yeah.
He was just calling him straight down horrendous. And something to note is that Repullze and Swagg are both close friends.
So they're beefing.
Oh, they're beefing.
Something's going down.
And you know in Fall Guys when the jelly beans start throwing hands.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I'm so excited to see this.
I love that imagery where you just kind of have like these 2 little chunky guys, 2 little jelly beans
flopping around.
And then just like the arms start reaching out, they lock on and they don't let you go.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it. It's like invasive. I'm just, yeah, I know the feeling. I've played all too much, OG Fall Guys. This is the new stuff. This is the new stuff. So let's toss it to Rich right now, back on the stage. What you got for us, Rich?
I'm very excited. We're going to be welcoming both of the teams onto the stage very shortly. But now you had me thinking about Fall Guys, thinking about what skins we're actually going to see. I'm just a huge fan of the New York rat, bird, pigeon skin. So that's what I usually run in Fall Guys. We'll have to see if anybody has more taste than me when they actually do jump in. But it is our first look at a brand new game. Let's take a look at the first team who's going to be coming onto the stage. It's none other than the Reign. So before we jump into this matchup and before we make room on the stage for the next team, we're gonna have a chance to actually have an interview. And I'm even more excited about this interview now because it's gonna be with Swagg, and we just heard Repullze say a bunch about Swagg. So Swagg, how are you doing? It's nice to have you. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. What's going on, man? I'm feeling good. I've never played Rocket League, so I'm actually kind of excited to try it out.
Okay, I'm excited to see you try it out. Repullze basically said he's going to destroy you when he had a little chance to interview with us, saying that, yeah, you hadn't played Rocket League, but he also said that you're trash at Fall Guys. How do you feel about Repullze saying that?
Wow, that's crazy, because I literally, I gave him a blanket and a pillow last night because he was cold, right? And now he's saying that stuff? Oh, man. I'm a pro Fall Guys player, by the way. He doesn't know that. I'm a pro Fall Guys player.
Okay, so Fall Guys is going to be your secret trick. Now, when you go into Rocket League with no experience at all, now you have a friend who's talking smack on you after you gave him a pillow and a blanket. What are you going to be doing with your team to try to win in Rocket League?
We're just going to give it all we got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we have in our bag of tricks, but we're just going to do the best that we can, and that's all you can ever ask for.
I definitely think that is a good mindset to be in. I wish you all the best luck in Rocket League for your first time playing, and we'll see you in the game soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
And now with that, we got to make room on the stage for the competing team against the Reign. You already heard, these two content creators, they know each other already. But who's going to be able to take it? With all the trash talk, let's find out. We're going to welcome Complexity onto the stage.
Right, and I know the sea is walking in the limelight. Promise you gon' wanna watch like a sci-fi. My guys are high risers, high tide. Might drown if you come to my side. I pledge allegiance for lifetime. My squad connected like Wi-Fi. We grind and you see the highlights. This my life. It ain't a game now. Me and you, we ain't the same now.
So you have a friend who gave you a blanket, a place to sleep.
He's lying. He didn't do that. He took away my blanket.
Really?
And didn't give me a pillow. He's lying, all right?
Okay. Who are we going to believe? We're hearing two very different stories here. So how long have you and Swagg known each other?
I would say about like, what, 2-3 years?
Oh, wow. That's
3 years now. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that man is my dad.
Okay. Well, now you got to actually take him down, and he's saying that he's got a little bit of skills when it comes to Fall Guys.
Listen. He has never won a game of Fall Guys in his life. I've won like maybe 5, you know, so
crowns.
That's not bad. That's not bad. But I think where we're both gonna be horrible at is Rocket League. I have not touched it. I know how to play it. You know, I called it race car soccer.
Yeah.
But where that's gonna be thrown up in the air, I think I take the Fall Guys. I think I take that one.
So let's talk about Rocket League for a second, because both of you have not played, but every now and then you just find an NFL player who's absolutely twisted at Rocket League. Like, I've been blown away a few of these weeks. Have you had a chance to actually talk to your teammates yet?
No, I have not. So
okay, so it's a wild card.
Yeah, I'm literally going in here just like thinking we might get smoked in Rocket.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I have some demons, you know?
So I hate to bring it up, but your org so far has not gotten a single win. Is that a little bit of extra pressure on you?
You know what? I think I got to be the hero, you know?
Yep.
I know my boy Lucky came in, and I actually didn't know he didn't get any points, so I'm going to have to rub it in his face when I get some points here.
There you go. Bragging rights even amongst your own org. It's time to get it started.
Right,
thanks to the chat. Let's see who's able to take our first series. Let's get it started.
Thank you very much, Rich. I love getting to speak with both of our content creators that we have. Unfortunately, just one of them in the stage. I feel like the rest of them were kind of scared of Repullze and didn't want to show up to the studio.
That's right. And I also, according to, of course, Swagg, he said that he had so much time in Fall Guys, but then he's going and answering the question, like, what are you going to bring to the game, and had no strategy or anything to say. So I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. And also, Repullze, he's here, and he's bringing his A game. So I'm excited to see what he does. Of course, Rocket League, different question.
Yeah. I mean, Rocket League is such like a random variable because we have had NFL players show up and just somehow be good at the game.
Which is shocking. If you understand how Rocket League works, it is complex. It is deeper than people kind of realize on surface level. And if you can get good at that game, I mean, you could totally just dominate. But it's interesting to hear that the NFL players were good at it.
Yeah, we had Amon-Ra St. Brown show up a couple times.
Wow.
Had his own banners, had his own Rocket League car skins.
Did he do research, or had he been a player for a long time?
He's just been playing.
Okay.
He's just good at the game.
That's great.
So the players that we do have playing at home, as we saw, Swagg on the side of the Reign, as well as Mecole, Hardman, and Josh Reynolds. And then on the side of Complexity, we're going to have Repullze, who you just saw on stage with Rich, as well as Greg Rousseau, as well as Emmanuel Ogbah. And actually, we are getting into our first game of the day. The Reign taking on Complexity. Rocket League, 5 minutes on the clock. And remember, this is going to be a best of 5 series. Either whoever has the most amount of points when that timer reaches 0, or whoever scores 3 points.
That's right. Oh my gosh, it's so good to be back in a Rocket League. I have missed playing this game. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
I love the camera angles that we have for 3 of our players right here as we get our first goal.
Oh, wait, there it goes. That took no time at all.
Absolutely. And look, you can see that Scorpion? He's got the banner.
Ooh,
you know
that
that
hit,
Mecole plays this game. Jumped in the air in order to score that for
He knows how to use that jump function, yes. Yeah, I agree with you on the camera angles. We're missing a bit of Greg here and Josh, but it's okay.
You know, I think that this is an intimidation tactic, but actually, let's go ahead and listen in on the Reign right now.
Hey, whoever on blue is... Score!
Oh,
no.
big block.
Try to get out, try to get out.